Hello everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here, hope you're all doing well. We're back, and look who is back too. The Renault is back with us, and seems to be, on the face of it, running like a charm. We'll only know when we get it into the field and we get it running. Now obviously we're going to put it on the windrower straight away, so it's not the most taxing job, so it's not really going to put us under too much pressure with the engine, but just, I don't know, the feel of it feels good, so I'm sure he's done a very good job with it. Right, let's hook up the windrower and get started with this. Now, while I was down at the shop, I was chatting to the dealer and talking about this class baler actually, because it is getting on a bit. I actually think it uses a lot more power than the spec tells us it does as well. So I'm thinking about upgrading this, and he has got a couple of options he'd like me to have a look at. So we'll talk about that in a little while. We're going to take it down, we're going to clean it, take it down to him in a little while. And we're also going to take the wrapper down as well. And we may come up with an alternative solution, but first and foremost, let's get this all into windrows and ready to be baled, and then we'll take things from there. Right, very quickly we are on to a couple of headlands here to get this tidied up. It's running well, this tractor, I have to say. I really feel a bit of a power difference in it, which is what we were expecting with that refurbed engine. So fingers crossed. I mean, like I said at the start, this is not really putting under any duress at the moment. We'll try it with some heavier equipment. I'd like to maybe try it with the baler next. But so far, so good with the windrower. So we'll just finish off the second headland in a minute. We'll get this parked up and we will run the old baler and the old wrapper down to the shop and get them sold. And there we go, we are done. Let's get this folded up, get it back over to the shed, and we'll get it unloaded. We have also been thinking, while I've been driving around, getting this all nicely rowed up, ready for the baler. Somebody recommended after last week's episode, get another shed. Get a smaller shed, get all of this stuff that's outside under cover, and I think it's not a bad idea. So we need to kind of be clever with the money side of things. I know I need to get some money for the baler and the wrapper. Probably not as much as we're going to spend on the baler, but we could lease that. We'll have a look at the numbers, and a shed is obviously going to cost us a little bit as well. But let's just tuck this in the corner for now, get the out of the way, and straight away we will run straight down to the shop, sort the baler, and get back here and get this all baled, wrapped and ready to be sold. Windrower dropped off. I'm going to pop this in the shed with the Fiat. I'm just trying to tidy up a bit here. The place is a real old mess. And I think we'll use the case because it's got a front attacher. We can take the wrapper down with the baler. Right, let us grab this. There we go. We will wash this before we go as well. Not as dirty as the baler, but it's pretty bad. And we go, grab the baler. Like I said, quick pressure wash, and we will see you down at the shop. Oh, well, that's a nice surprise. We have got ourselves a nice little fertilizer contract there. That should help top up the coffers as well, especially if we're going to spend some money now. So we will deal with that later on. But we are nearly at the store now, so we will see when we get there. Right, here we are. Look, our blue trailer is still here as well. We need to get that home at some point, but we're not going to be able to do that if we've got a baler in tow. So, let's see what he's got for us. First and foremost, our baler. We can get 19,422 for that. I will take that, if I'm being brutally honest, because it's an old baler now. So I'm more than happy to take that. So, let's sell that. Thank you very much indeed. And our bale wrapper here, 11,850. That's not bad either. I was prepared for it to be a lot less than that. So that's probably not a bad little earner. So let's see what that's given us in additional cash. Right, there we go. With those sold, that is 150,000 in the bank. Now, let's look at the new baler I'm thinking about getting. Now, there it is, the Gavale F125 Combi. I do like this. We have been looking for an upgrade for a while. This is brand new. There's some good deals on these at the moment from a leasing perspective, so I think we're going to go for this. We're going to bite the bullet and we're going to go for this. I do want the bale end turner on it. I think that's important. Just makes it easier for loading. Silage additive tanks, probably going to leave those off for now. I know it gives us 10% more. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. Let's do it. And get some silage additive while we're here and get it filled up. Because we can make about 10% more quantity of silage off the back of that. So let's do that. Let's pick a nice foil colour as well. I think we'll go for the green. Wow. Over 100,000. But we're going to lease it. So an initial upfront fee of 5,125. And then some daily work costs based on how much we use it. I'm okay with that. Let's go from there. Right, we're done. They've said to us it is round the back and we can pick it up and take it home straight away. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And there she is in all her glory. It's a big baler actually. Very nice though. Okay, let's get hooked up. We will roll back around the front and top it up with some silage additive before we go. And we will see you back at the yard.
Hello.
Hello Davey, FSG here, how are you doing? I was just wondering if you had a little bit of time, could you pop down to the yard? I've got a few little jobs I could do with your help with.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Alright, here we are. And there's the field, looking really good. We'll get in here and see what this can do straight away. I'm excited. Ah, hello Davey, you're here.
Hello, Mr. FSG.
Now, if you could grab the Renault and run it down to Field 4, get it filled up and run it down to Field 4, that would be awesome. And I will pop down later and I will jump in that and get that job done, if that's alright with you, Davey.
Yes, of course, Mr. FSG, no problem at all.
Excellent, thank you very much. Very interesting.
Hello, Mr. FSG. I've dropped the tractor off at Field 4 for you. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
Ah, brilliant, Davey. Yes, actually. Could you come back here, grab the Fiat? I need the trailer. to be brought back from the shop to here. If you could pick that up and bring it back, that would be awesome. We're going to need to load these bales up and get them sold at some point.
Okay, no problem.
Right, we are making good progress here. It's not going to be long until we're finished here. I've noticed that Land Rover's back. The blue one, remember the old gentleman? Seems to be parked up watching us again. Bit odd. We're about to drive around to see him. We'll just stop and say hello. Hello there. Nice to see you again.
Hello, old chap. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. Can I help you? Is there anything you need?
No, nothing at all. Just watching you work. Very enjoyable.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you need anything, just give me a shout. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name last time we chatted.
Beg your pardon. My name is Charles Tiddlington Smythe. I'm one of the farmers round here, and I just was watching you work and thought I was quite impressed with the way you were doing things. So, that's all. As you were, sir. As you were. I will just happily watch here.
Okay, well, nice to see you again. See you again soon, maybe.
You can count on it.
Well, he does seem like a nice chap. Although, it seems odd that he just keeps cropping up and watching me work, but hey, to each their own. Right. One last lap of this field and we are done, and hopefully Davey will be back with a trailer. Well, there we go. Last bale out, and we have made, thanks to the bale counter, 24 bales. Not bad at all. We will take that. Right. Let's get this folded up. Back over the other side of the field. That's a pretty easy fold up that. And we'll park this up. And we'll go and do that spraying contract. I am thoroughly impressed with that baler. That is a seriously big investment in kit. I think that's going to pay massive dividends. We'll be getting some returns off that very, very quickly. Now, just before we head to our contract, you can see there that the bale is still grass, and it is 0% fermented. So we'll probably have to leave these for a little while, let them ferment before we sell them. We don't want to sell them too early and not make the most money we can from them. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on those, and when they're ready, they will be ready. Right, let's go and get the Renault. And let's get that fertilizing contract done. Davey's left it in the field, so I'm going to try and catch a lift down there from somebody. Maybe Davey in the Fiat. We'll see. Right, here we are. We ended up walking. Davey is not answering his phone, and yeah, I don't know where he is. So, we're a bit later than we thought we would be down here, but that's not a problem. This isn't particularly time-consuming job. We'll probably get through this very, very quickly. So, we'll get this unfolded, and we'll get the job done, and hopefully, when we get back to the yard, Davey's there with the trailer waiting for us, and we can get those bales at least loaded up. Even if we're not going to sell them, we get them loaded up, and they can ferment on the trailer. Right, we'll crack on with this, and we'll see you shortly. Right, we're making pretty good progress here. I'm pretty satisfied with this. A sugar beet contract. That is not something we've done before, and we certainly don't have the equipment for it, so we'd have to lease it with the job. We'll probably just have a little bit of a closer look at this one before we make any decisions on it. Okay, Gianna Hartman wants to give us £31,345 for harvesting the sugar beet in field 46. I know that is a big field, but that is a big contract. That's the biggest one I've seen so far. Oh, I don't know about this one. I'm going to leave that one as a decision for you guys this week in the comments. So let me know down below, should we take the big sugar beet contract? We will lease the equipment, so we'll lose £2,000 but other than that, that is a lot of money to turn down, isn't it? So let me know what you think. Need to find a driver too. If Willie drives a sugar beet harvester as well as a combine harvester, we're going to have to find out. Right, here we go, last pass. This hasn't taken too long to do at all, and it's a nice little earner, just over £4,000, so yeah, pleased with this one. So what we'll do now, we'll head back to the yard, we'll see how well those bales are fermented. Hopefully Davy's there and we can load up the trailer, and yeah, we'll start to think about what we do want with a second shed in the yard. Get some of that machinery underground. We need to wash a lot of that machinery as well. There's a whole heap of dirty machinery there that needs a little bit of TLC. And yeah, something else which I've been thinking about, which might just help us financially as well, but I'll tell you about that back at the yard. Right, I thought we'd come back via the shop just to check. And I can safely say the trailer has gone. So, Davey has picked it up. So, fingers crossed, he is back at the yard. I don't know why he's not answering his phone. But let's head back over there now, and hopefully it's sitting there waiting for us. We're nearly there. We can see the yard over there. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? This doesn't look good. And it also looks like our Fiat. Oh no.